Hi guys, it's Candace. Welcome back. Okay, I thought we would start a timer. I thought we would go ahead and do another version of the flip out pocket, kind of like what we did earlier. So let me put my, oh, I didn't even cut these. See, I was prepared a minute ago and then I messed it up, so I had to do it again. So anyway, let's see, who do I have that I didn't mess up? Okay, we'll do this one and this one, and then we'll do this other one since I have the things ready. All right, so these measurements are for borderless. Let me make sure I'm in frame. Yes, are for borderless prints. And if you're printing borderless, then we're going to score on the blue ones, 3 inches and 7 3/4. But if you print with the little border around there, then we have to cut them at a score them at a different score. So, but we're going to do the blue ones, the borderless right now. But we're still gonna, since we're using the whole sheet of paper, we're gonna score at 3 7/8. So just be careful when you score that you don't press too hard, because you don't want to tear through your paper. So you scored at 3 7/8, and then I always go ahead and crease it so I know which side that I'm going to be working on, because you know we're going to glue some paper there, which if I had sense I would have, oh never mind, I did do it originally with printed double-sided, but I wanted to reinforce it, so that's why we went with that. So anyway, just talking to my head outside. Alright, so now we want to score at 3 inches from the left on here, like I said, gently, and then we're coming over here at 7 3/4. So scoring at 7 3/4. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do this other one just so we can get the scoring out of the way. And okay, so that way, this way. So we're going to score it 3 7/8. And if you're doing directional paper, just make sure that you're scoring it the right direction. And then we're going to flip this over, and then this way we want to do 3 inches, 3 inches, and 7 3/4, and one more time, 7 3/4. Okay, now I'm going to put my scoreboard aside, since we have both of these scored, and then I'm just going to go ahead and fold my my creases, my seams, so I know that we have that. And then we're going to do this one first. I know, so much pattern, but I just want to go ahead and score it, both of them, while we were here, so I wouldn't have to drag my scoreboard back across the table. All right. So now, on here, we're going to cut a 1 1/2 inch, 1 1/4, but if you want to do 1 1/2, it's up to you, but I'm doing 1 1/4, and so let me go ahead and cut both of these while I'm going to my cutter, because I didn't have that ready. Okay, so 1 1/4. All right, I went ahead and got both of them, and then we're going to glue this on top. Yeah, so I tried using my new filming thing. Didn't work out. So I'm back to my phone. John had to go reset something because the video quality was fuzzy, And hello, what's the point? So then I had to come back and refilm this, which I already made my other ones, so that meant I had to go reprint my papers, and that's why we're not going to do the other two, because I didn't glue my matting, my backing to them. So we're just going to do these two, and then I'll show you the other one that I did after it's done. Okay. So these are Janeybjournals Mystery Christmas 1 and Mystery Christmas 2 papers that we're doing. I know, sorry, gotta go from this angle. For our base pages. So we have that one. And then I just like to go ahead and fold it in. And crease it while it's drying. And then the other side. Y'all got the Spice Girl song in my head. I don't know why. Oh. Maybe because I watch, you know, that Carpool Karaoke with James Cohen, I believe it's called. Sorry if I mispronounce his name. I enjoy watching that. It cracks me up. So I watched the one with him and Adele in there, and they were singing that Spice Girl song, and so it's just stuck in my head because it was just so funny. All right. And then we're just gluing these book pages on the other side, because we're going to cut thumb holes in there, and we're just reinforcing this side. That's all we're doing on this one. Oh, and I have to tomorrow dig through some boxes in like 3 different rooms and find the ones that are labeled photos. Need to sort, because my son and them need some for that baby shower that's coming up. You know, he sent me a note today. I need them baby pictures. I'm like, I know you do. I need some closets, I need some space, and I need some everythings. So now, if I had all that over here at this house, I would be able to put my hands right on them. But I don't, so oh well. You know, I'm sorry. We didn't grow up in the age of technology where you just have them saved on your phone, which I'm sorry, I don't know that much about this technology, this world, but it seems to me every time we need something, we can't find it because it's locked somewhere in some cloud, some doing something that isn't supposed to be. Just like, you know, John did this, I don't know how many years ago. Took all of our DVDs and stuff and put them on this one. It's called he calls it the bubble, because that's what it looks like on our little screen. And so if I have a problem, he's like, well, what are you in? I'm like, I don't know, TV. And so it's called the bubble, so he knows where I'm at, that I'm in our movies and stuff. Well, apparently there was some problem with the hardware, software, God knows what it is. He does. But after all these years, everybody has had this problem. It has broke. So obviously it was designed to break, to just ruin everybody. And all the time and money that was spent on it and doing it basically was wasted. So he had to buy some other, I don't even know what, I just know he had to buy more stuff, because all of our stuff is being held hostage in this thing that was supposed to be so late and great and just, you know, so techie and so everything. Well, I hate the techie world. I like the old-fashioned stuff because you can count on it. You can rely on it. It doesn't break. Well, if it does break, well, it didn't cost you that much money. It didn't cost you hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And then, oh, it breaks, and so now it's going to cost you another hundreds and hundreds of dollars. It's just ridiculous. So anyway. But yeah, that was something he bought himself years ago when we cashed in our American Express points, because, you know, we were supposedly saving all these years to go on a cruise. Well, never happened. So when he cashed them in, you know, there's apparently a lot in there. So, you know, he had himself a electronic shopping spree. Well, that was one of the stupid things he bought. I thought it was stupid then, and then when it broke, boy, I really thought it was stupid. But still not working. He's still working on trying to get it to rework. But yep, you know, all these people that did this thing has the same problem. It's all broke, same everything. So I just don't trust technology. Like I said, just give me some good old-fashioned pictures. But then you got to be able to find them. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. It's a good thing none of y'all be here, because you probably hear some bad words. Because I got to dig out some junk to find the bins that they're in. Because they're not all in one place. Because, you know, when we unloaded everything, we filled up one closet, one little space, and then just started stacking in another place. Because, you know, anyway, not going there. It'll just show how ungrateful I am. Oh. Alright, so we got that done again. And we did our little thumb holes in there, and we inked around the spots. Now I'm going to go and put just a little bit of glue on the insides, just to help hold the pocket in place. Now if you want to sew, fine, go ahead and sew. It'd be pretty, but you know, this is supposed to be quick and easy. If I could just sell myself on that idea. Oh, and then we're going to fold this one over and line it up, and you're going to have that little extra that pokes out. Well, we're just going to chop it off after we glue our sides down. So we're just going to come in here. If y'all hear that noise, that's our dishwasher. It's kind of above my head to the left. Okay, there's that one, and then we'll do the same thing over here. Fold that in. Oops. Confuse you. Put it upside down. Score it down good. And then come in and glue our sides down. But yeah, this would be cute sewn. I might have to sew one and then show you on another video what it looks like sewn. I'm not doing it today. I'm about done with this project. It's my third time I'm doing it, y'all. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me just trim this white that's poking out off. Okay, so we have that, and it folds over like this, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to round my corners, because I have realized on the last 3 filmings of this that I like the rounded corners. But if you don't like round corners and you like the square, leave them square. It's your project. Or do one side rounded, one side square, whatever. Make a teepee out of it. You do your thing. You make it how you like it. Then we're just going to ink around here. Yeah, I'm going to have to go over and check out our little apple orchard that we planted, because those deer have been in there every stinking day, and I'm afraid they have had themselves a feast. So, well, I guess in 2 days after it stops raining. I'll slosh over there. Alright, so, and then I'm putting this one, I'm putting this, the number 28 on there because I like the brown and I thought it would go good with that. And now that I'm looking at it, I know, I shouldn't even look. I need to craft with my eyes closed. I'm wondering if I want a little more, some black behind there. I think I'm going to go ahead and glue it on here. I know. Oh, that's the whole reason why I didn't do that other design, because I had to, well, this is at least cut out 2 ways. I think I need to pull that black in a little more. That this brown just isn't chocolatey enough. It's just not, needs a little bitty black poking through to help the black of the number and stuff poke out. Them silly little kids and their little doggy. See, that's what Jake's part of. He's part of that terrier family. He is so high energy and so crazy. But he's a good boy. He listens, unlike that Fergie. Hard-headed. Her and Molly. Oh my God, they're women through and through. Okay. Alright, let me just trim gently around here, or slightly. I don't want, not having that big of a border. Just enough to help it pop. Okay. And then depending on what side you want it to tuck on, I mean, it can go either you fold it in that way or you fold it in this way. And I think I want to fold it, I don't know, because, you know, it's going to open up on your page. Oh, let me show you that, since I showed you 3 other times. But y'all didn't see it because it didn't work. All right, so however you have your side on, then it's going to tuck in to there and it opens up. And then these pockets, we're going to make tags for them eventually whenever we put them in our journals. So you can have this and that. And then when you glue it on your page, when you glue it, you know, 3 ways like a pocket, and you'll have a tuck spot in the back. Or you can glue it you know, left side, so you can have a right side tuck, or however, you know, however you want to put it on your pocket. I know I'm using that thing and it's wobbly. That's my crutch. So I'm trying to decide which. They're about the same, but I have a little more room over here, so I think I'm going to glue it on this side. So we'll just glue it down and hold it for a minute. Hold that pose. Keep your mouth shut for a few minutes. Let's see if you can do it. Nope. Alright, let me hold this and make sure that that's going to go in and out and we're not catching on anything. So, alright. Well, that's that one. Now we're going to do the other one. So I'm going to stick this underneath the block for a minute so it can glue all the way down. Let it dry. Okay, now this is the one that we did the same thing. Since it's borderless, since I printed it, oh my gosh, borderless, I, no matter what, if it's borderless or not, we're scoring this way, horizontal, at 3 7/8, and then we folded it up so we can make sure that we're looking at the right side, because we're going to, you know, put our strip of paper there, so we want to fold it, you know, open it this way so we can make sure that we score on this side. So since it's borderless, we scored 3 inches and then 7 3/4. But if you had that little border that you had to chop off, that little 1/8 of an inch all around, then you'd want to come in at 2 7/8 and then come down to 7 1/2. So you want to make sure that you know, get those extra, that little extra 1/4 of an inch that you lost. I hope that made sense. Let me make sure I'm still, yes I am. Okay. Oops, wrong way. Okay, so now I've decided to use the itty bitty green check. I had a little bitty red. I'm just going to show y'all. But for some reason, we can't get our red to be true red. We come up with a burgundy, and this, I guess it's red. But I just thought this was too much red against the candy canes. So I went with the green, because there's green in the leaves and stuff, and I thought it was cute. Okay, so we're going to glue this one on here. And, you know, if you don't want to use gingham or stuff, use some other, you know, another print that complements your paper. There's stripes or another little print that goes with it and everything. I mean, all your kits all have papers that complement each other, so just, you know, use some stuff that you have that's really pretty. Oh, darn it. Come on. There you go. I think I want this dark green up top. Yeah, when John made these, I mean, this one is actually has a little bit of brown behind it to kind of help your little eyeballs from going woohoo. But I think it might need a little bit more brown. I don't know. It's still a little vertigo-y. But I love them. They're so cute. I love gingham. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's my little side. I mean, this just has a little hair, and it's from the same paper pack, but I guess when you put the glue on there, it just stretches it literally a hair. Okay, now we got to put our book page down here to reinforce. Where'd I put? There it is. To reinforce our little parts. Come on. Yeah, and after well, got to find those stupid baby pictures. And then I got to finish our little cozy Christmas thing. I have all my little stuff over there. I got to finish that up so I can show y'all that. So we can get on to these. I've got all my fabrics and stuff picked out, but I haven't had time to sew my journals together, and I got to get them done. But I got to find those baby pictures. I told Robert, I said, just shave your face and take a picture of you now and say that's your baby picture. He's like, Mom, it's not funny. I'm like, yeah, it is. I thought it was funny. Oh, speaking of funny. I remember weeks ago, I don't know how many weeks, maybe 3-4 weeks ago, I told you my girlfriend came and friend napped me and took me out into the woods, and we went for a walk, and then I ended up getting sick because it was so cold and I didn't dress warm enough. When I saw her at church, she's like, oh, I haven't seen you in so long, because, you know, we sit on opposite sides of the church, and I hadn't gone to church for 3 weeks. I've been church TV in it. Anyway, long story. So, I'm like, well, what, Lisa, what's up? And she says, well, remember when we went walking? I'm like, well, yeah. And she says, and remember, because I was asking her, you know, how do you tell if something's poison ivy, poison oak, or whatever, poison whatever? And she was, you know, telling me this, that, and the other. And I said, oh, well, I always thought they said leaves of 3, you know, leave them be. I said, I'm sorry. Because, I mean, I told her, I said, if it's a vine, I don't touch it. I don't touch it. Like I said, that creeping Virginia thing or whatever, Virginia creeper stuff that's on our poles, as soon as it really freezes and they look like they're about dead, I'm going to go out there with 2 layers of gloves, and I'm going to rip them puppies off and dig their roots out. I don't even try, and I will change my gloves in between. I just don't trust vines. I'm scared to death that I'm going to catch poison ivy. But anyway, so She's like, well, remember? I'm like, no, you didn't. She says, oh, yes, I did. So she's like, you see these spots on my face? I'm like, yes. She says, I had it all over my face. I was like, oh my God, Lisa, I told you not to touch, because she did. She touched this one bush. I'm like, don't touch that. And she's like, oh no, well, it's not poisonous because it doesn't have the little fuzzy leaves and it doesn't have the threes. And oh, well, by gosh, she sure touched something that was poisonous, and she had it. And she said it took her weeks to get rid of it. And I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I didn't do that. And she says, well, aren't we the pair? She said, you got sick. I said, yeah, but mine didn't last but like 2 days, you know, for me to, you know, get back on track from being freezing cold. And I said, but I told you not to touch those things. She says, I know you did. She says, I won't touch them no more. And she says, the next time we go, she goes, we'll have to go somewhere else. And I'm like, no. I said, it's fine. I said, that place was great. I says, I will wear more clothes. I said, and you won't touch nothing. She goes, I'm with you on that one. So, but yeah, y'all, she ended up getting poisoned something. She doesn't even know if it was oak, ivy, or whatever, but on her face, and it was pretty bad. And I felt so bad. And she's like, I would have sent you a picture. She says, but I broke my phone. Let me tell you, y'all think I have problems with my phone. She has serious problems with her phone. She's like, you know how when a call or something's coming through and it goes, and it vibrates? She says, well, I had set it on top of the car and was loading stuff up, doing something. And she said it had, obviously somebody had called her and it had, that's what she's saying. She said, she said, right off of the car. And she says, and I drove off and didn't even know. I ran over it. She said, I come home, there's my phone, mushed in her driveway. And I was like, oh my gosh. She says, yeah, or I would have sent you a picture. And I'm like, well, I'm glad you didn't, because I would have really felt bad. But I told her not to touch that plant. You don't touch things in the wilderness. You just walk. Oh, but yeah. So, all right, now let's poke our little holes in there. And like I said, when we get these in the journals, then we'll actually decorate them and see what they need. Because right now, I don't know what they need. I just know they need to be done. Since, you know, like I said, this is my fourth attempt. I've made 3 other videos that failed. So I went back to my phone, and I'm just gonna, you know, take my 2 hours to do it. It only took 4 hours to get here. Okay, so I can feel stuff on my glass. All right, so now let's put a little, whoa, sorry. Let's put a little bit of glue on here and a little there, just so it can hold it down. Ooh, I've got to, that rattle. Okay, there. And then we will, oops, we're bending them in. Yeah, dummy. Okay, so why aren't you folding in good? This one isn't fighting me too bad. Aren't these little rocking horses with the candy canes and holly so cute? Oh my gosh. Just want you to be a kid again. Oh, we found these cute little red and white gingham doggies at Walmart that are ornaments. And they had exactly 6. So we got 6 of them, and we're going to put them on our little pencil trees this year for each of our dogs. And then I had, I don't know, weeks ago, was it Hobby Lobby, and they had their Christmas ornaments out there, and they were actually on sale. And so I got some, because every year I try to get like a J and a K or something stupid for us. Something just cute, something different. But this year we got dogs and our initials. So they had black and white gingham initials. So I got our initials. So now, because only one tree has our initials, because we have them on one little, whatever you call them, pencil trees. And then we have them on our little tabletop tree And like I said, this year, oh, I don't know, that Fergie. You know, I told y'all she got one of my Halloween ornaments. So I'm going to put a shocker on the bottom row. She's just like a stinking toddler. She's just so inquisitive about everything. She wants to see and touch and chew everything. Oh, tonight, you know, we were eating dinner. She was over there just having a good old time, you know, rah, 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 making fun and doing. I look over, and she's doing that to one of their rugs that they lay on. I'm like, oh my gosh, woman. And so as soon as she heard me say that, she just dropped it, because she knew that you don't play tug and war with your rugs that y'all lay on, people. So she got fussed at for that. So today she's been fussed out 3 times. But she's always fussed at, because she's always into something. And I'm just trimming that little bit of white that's on the sides, because, you know, when you fold it, you get that little ripple. And the only other way to not get the ripple is to, you know, cut in here, but I didn't want the cuts to show. Oh yeah, but I do want to round my corners. Oops, I felt that get stuck. And you know, it is, these are upside down, stinking monkeys. Well, that might not be the paper to use, so I guess we will be decorating that to cover up our faux pas. So, you know, when you're using cute directional paper, oh, doggone it. No wonder it was so cute. Well, poo. Well, we're going to have an upside down cute pocket. Oh, this didn't cut right. But when you open it up, it's going to be cute. Oh, man. Well, we'll make it cute. Doggone. Okay. So oh, I'm missing the edges. And that edge. Yep, now if you wanted to put it upside down, all your things would fall out, but, oh, man. Well, I'm bummed. I'm bummed about that. Let me get my Santa with his upside down toys. Oh, man. Doggone it. Well, if I put it on here, it's not so noticeable here. My candies are the right side up. It's just my horses, you know. And I think it'd be easier to cover this side, so left side. Because we can decorate and cover that up and it not be so obvious. Oh, doggone it. Okay. Where's my glue? Right there. Alright. Make sure he's in the middle. Yes, he is. Alright. Let me set this on my block for just a minute. Let me make sure this isn't stuck, which it was. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I am batting 0 today. So, we're really going to have to repair this one. Doggone it. I give up. You know how... Anyway. I give up. This video was not meant to be. Let's see if I can inch it back without tearing it all off. You know, because the one time the glue is going to stink in it here is going to be this time. I'm going to save this thing somehow, by gosh. I didn't make it for the 4th time for nothing. Oops. I'm trying to put it upside down. Alright. So. Oh, good grief. You know, some days it just doesn't pay to get up. That was my day. I just thought Monday was bad. Today was a repeat. Should have just stayed in bed. Alright. And I don't even know if I'm going to be able to save this. But we'll just wait till it all dries. And then I see what I can do. Because it's really cute on the inside. Let me put it underneath my block. And then this is the one that we made successfully. I think that we successfully made it. And it opens and all that good stuff. So this one actually worked on camera. This is the other one that I made. Oops, upside down. And then, you know, if you use darker paper, then you just take some coffee dye paper or some light design paper and put a piece on there. So that way you have some extra journaling spot. So this was the third video I attempted to make these things on. So that's that one. This was the second one that I started and had problems with my camera, so I gave up. I'll redo that one, but put me in a bad mood. This is the first one I did. Oh, with my little deer and my blue, because it's going into one of these, and then I had the little green gingham on there. And I had one other one, because I did 4. Let me see if I can find it real quick, since I'm already over in time. Oh, this is the first one that I did, and I didn't a lot for my finger hole thing, so that's oops on that one, but I will save this for my own little thing, because it's cute. But that's, you know, this same version just folded on the other side, and you could see the difference in the side, because this one had the border that I trimmed down, and this was borderless. So, you know, that's the little size difference that you get between border and borderless. And, well, obviously I ate the other one because I don't see it. I might have threw it in the trash can. But, and then this is the last one that we just did that I, you know, messed up on because I glued it too close. But I do think I'll be able to fix that so where it would be really cute. But, because I mean, we've got to decorate here anyway, and it's just what tucks underneath there, so maybe I can save my booty on that one. So there you go. That's 4 different versions of this nightmare of a day that I tried to do this video 4 times, and so finally here you go with this. And I hope you give it a shot. I mean, they really are cute, and if you pay attention they turn out great. But film with the same phone and the same way, because trying to start something new just doesn't work. Alright guys, so thanks for watching. Let me make sure they're all in here, and let me just kind of pull them down so you can see, and I hope that you saw them when I opened them and showed them all. And like I said, we will decorate them once we put them into the actual journals, and get a little whoop whoop going on them. Okay guys, thanks for sharing some of your time with me. Thanks for sharing some of your day with me. Thanks for all your love and support. Thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks to all my new subscribers. And I hope all of y'all stick around, and I hope you find something that you like, something that inspires you, something that helps you want to create something. Even though I have a lot of mess ups, just learn from my mistakes and don't do them, and you'll have something really pretty. So thanks for everything. I will see y'all in the next video. Lots of kisses, lots of love, and y'all have a great day and a blessed day. Bye guys.